Hello everyone, this video is divided in 4 parts. In the first part, we're going to import a table from a Wikipedia page. In particular, we're going to import a table about the winners of the Ballon d'Or. In the second part, we're going to clean the table. In the third part, we're going to arrange the data. And finally, we are going to plot the data. So let's start by loading this package. Okay, now before continuing, let's have a look to this Wikipedia page. Search for Wikipedia Ballon d'Or and open the link. Now, from this web page, what we want to import is this table. Now, to import this table, we need to understand how it is built in this web page. This is very easy to do with Google. Right-click on the table and inspect. Now, as you can see, these two windows pop up. Let me scroll down, and as you can see, this table is identified by this class equal wiki table. And this is the keyword that we are going to use to import this table in R. So let's go back to RStudio and let's start. So first of all, we need to store the web page address. As you can see now, this is just a string. What we want to do is read this web page address as HTML. So this is what we are going to do next. And as you can see now, the class of this object is XML underscore document. Now we can extract our table from this object. We're going to store the table in this object bdor underscore table. So from Ballon underscore door, we are going to select the nodes and find all the nodes that contain the keyword wiki table. And finally here, HTML underscore table, because we want to store the table as a data frame. Let's run. Let's check it. Now, as you can see, we imported more than one table. This is because on that page, all the tables are identified by that keyword. So the table that we want is just this one, the one stored at the index number 2. So let's store this table. Store this table in this bdor underscore table 1. Let's view the table. Now, as you can see, we have our table, but we have to make some adjustments. Because, for example, here, we don't want this first row. We don't want these rows with no values. We want to remove these brackets with the note. We have one here, and one here. And we have to adjust also for this text here. We have some misplaced text. So let's do this. Okay, so first of all, let's check the value of this cell at row 5 and column 1. Let's run this code. So as you can see, it is stored with these two quotation marks, and this is the information that I'm going to use to remove these rows. So basically, I'm using the subset function. So subset bdor underscore table 1 if year is different from these quotation marks. And this operation is stored in a new object. Let's run the code and let's view the table again. As you can see now, we don't have those rows with no values. So now, okay, next step here, we have this row that we want to remove. We may think that we would just want to remove the first row, but the issue is that we have other rows. Example, we have one here, and we have another one here. So now the point is that in this column here, we just expect numbers. So we are using this fact to remove these rows. Basically, we will check if in column here there is the word B. If there is the B, we will remove the row. So I'm doing this using again the subset function. So subset bdor underscore table2. But the conditional statement here, I'm using the str underscore detect. So if in column here there is the word B, remove the row. Let's run and let's check it. And as you can see now, we don't have the first row here. And we have also removed the other rows. But we have to remove another row. This one for year 2020. You can see for 2020 the year is correct, but in 2020 the Ballon d'Or was not assigned, so we want to remove this row. In this case, we are going to use basically the same function, but with the information in column rank. If in column rank there is the word cancel, we want to remove the row. So let's go back, let's run this code again. So we have removed the row for year 2020. Now, because we removed all these rows, our row index is not correct. See, we don't have 1, we have 2, 3, 4, but we don't have 5, and so on. Before continuing, let's reset the row index. Basically, I'm renaming the row index from 1 to the total number of rows in this dataset. Let's run and let's check again. And as you can see now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So next step, okay. So as you can see, we have this misplaced text and there is other text that is misplaced. I already checked with the original table, and I'm going to make this adjustment manually. Let's run this code. Let's check. And as you can see, we removed here, we adjusted Real Madrid for the other text. So next step, we want to remove these brackets and the note inside. So for this task, we are using the str underscore replace function. So if in player replace brackets and the content inside the brackets with nothing. So this is the meaning of this code. Let's run. Let's view again the table. And as you can see now, we don't have those brackets anymore. Next. Okay, let's check points. As you can see, points is the number of points that this player received. But from 2010, from 2010 to 2015, the voting system of the Ballon d'Or is changed. We have a percentage. So let's go back here. First of all, let's check the class. As you can see, this is not numeric. We want points to be numeric because later on we want to sum the value in points. So what we want to do? First of all, let's remove the percentage symbol. We're going to use the str underscore remove underscore all. So let's run and let's check. And as you can see, we don't have the percentage symbol anymore. So now we can convert points to be numeric. Let's check the class. Okay, I've done this first step. Now, for the year 2000, 2010, 2015. Let's build some score based on that percentage. Honestly speaking, I don't know how the voting system of the Ballon d'Or works, so I'm just assuming 500 points, and based on the percentage, I am calculating a score. Let's run. Okay, with this, we concluded the cleaning of this table. So let's move to part 3, data management. So first of all, I am generating a new column called winner that takes value 1 if rank is first, 0 otherwise. Let's run. Let's check it. So we have winner 1 first, 0 0, 1 1 first, 0 0, 1 first, and so on. So now what we want to do is basically we want to sum these points by player. So for example, let's check here. 1956, Di Stefano, you received 44 points. In 57, you received 72 points. And in 59, you received 80 points. So basically, we want to sum these points by player. So we will find out, for example, how many points Di Stefano received in total. Let's do this. We're storing this in a new table, bdor underscore table 3. So from bdor underscore table 2, group by player, mutate sum points players equal sum points. So this mutate, basically we are generating a new column called sum points players that is the sum of the points by player. Let's run. Let's view. Check again for Di Stefano. 56, Di Stefano, 44 points, total point 196. 57, Di Stefano, points 72, sum points player 196. And again, 59, 80 point, 196. So now let's make another operation here. We have all the total points, but let's sum the points as a cumulative sum. So for example, we'll sum 56 and 57, then we will add 59 for example, for Di Stefano. So the code here is very similar. We are just replacing the sum function with the cumulative sum function. And we are naming this column sum points players. So let's run this code and let's view the table. As you can see now, let's check always for Di Stefano. We have points 44, sum points player 196, and then cumulative sum 44. But in 57, 72, 196, 116, and in 59 we have 80 points, 196 and 196. This is because we don't have Di Stefano after 59. Okay, for example, we can check another player. Let's check Messi. Okay, the first time Messi was in the first three, okay, is in 2007. We have Messi here for the first time in the first three. Points 255. This is the total points, and we see that the cumulative sum for the first entries is just 255. But then we have 2008, Messi was the second. He received 281 points. The total is over 3000. And here the cumulative sum is just 2007, the point of 2007 and 2008, and so on. So let's go back now. Okay, now let's store only the column for player and for sum points player. So column 3 and column 7. view again. Now, if we check this data frame, we have Di Stefano 196 at row number 2. But we have again Di Stefano at row number 4 with 196. And again, we have here Di Stefano at row 11, 196. The issue here is that we removed all the other columns. So basically, we don't have, for example, year, we don't have team. So basically, we have duplicate values. We want to remove these duplicates. Let's go back, and we will do this by using the unique function. Let's run. Let's view again. Now we have only one Di Stefano, as you can see. Now let's rearrange these data frames by points in a decreasing order. So we want the player with the highest score to be at the top of this data frame, and so on. Let's do this. Bdor underscore table player, square brackets, order, sum points players, comma, decreasing equal true. So we are reordering in a decreasing order, and be careful to this comma. Here, we are just separating the rows from the columns. So basically, we are reordering all the columns by this order. So let's run, and let's check it. As you can see here, we have Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, Modric, and so on. So now, let's focus only on the winners. First of all, let's subset the data frame bdor underscore table 3 if rank equal first. Let's view it. And as you can see, rank, we have only first. And also here, we have winner, only one. And now we can use this information. How? Basically, we will sum the value in this column winner by player and then by team. In this way, we will find out how many Ballon d'Or a player won and how many Ballon d'Or winners a club has in its history. So let's do this. This time we are going to use the aggregate function. So let me explain this function from this code here first. This is the standard way I use the sum function inside the aggregate function. So fun equal function x, sum x, comma, removing missing value. So in this case, we don't have missing values, but as I say, this is the standard way I usually write this function. And x is referring to this column winner. So basically, we are summing the winner by player. And note here that player is in a list. So let's run. When we aggregate data frame, we lose the column names. So we have to reset the column names, and be careful here. Player refers to player. Ballon d'Or, I'm renaming the winner. Okay, let's view it. So we have the player, the number of Ballon d'Or. Stefano won 2 Ballon d'Or, Cristiano Ronaldo 5, and so on. So let's rearrange this data frame again by reordering in a decreasing order. So basically we are using the same function as before, but the only difference here is that we are using Ballon d'Or. So let's run it. Let's view. So up to 2020, Lionel Messi is the player with more Ballon d'Or, 6, followed by Cristiano Ronaldo 5, and we have Cruyff, Van Basten, and Platini with 3, and so on. So let's do the same for the team. So we are aggregating by summing the winner by team. Let's run this code. Let's reset the column names. Let's reorder. Let's view it. So now we have Barcelona at the top of this table, followed by Real Madrid, Juventus, Milan, and so on. So now let's add the nationality of this player. So we can also find out which are the countries with more Ballon d'Or winners. However, as you notice, we don't have this information about nationality. First of all, let's check all the winners. So these are all the winners of the Ballon d'Or up to 2020. So now let me say this: we are importing the table from the Wikipedia page. Now the Wikipedia page will be updated in the next years. So I have no idea when YouTube algorithm will pick up this video. So this means that you can have different information, and basically here, and this is the most important part, is that you can have another player. So because you have another player here, you have to add the nationality manually here and be careful to the order. For example, Argentina is for Messi, Portugal is for Cristiano Ronaldo, Netherlands is for Cruyff, Netherlands is for Marco van Basten, and so on. So let's run this code. Now let's build the data frame and let's view it. So as you can see, we have player and the nationality. But now we don't have the information about the Ballon d'Or. We have this information in this dataset, winners underscore player. So what we can do now is merge these two data frames. When we want to merge two data frames, we need a column with the same column name. And the column name here is player. Player is in winners underscore player, and it's also here. So we are going to use player to merge these two data frames. Okay, merge nations winners underscore player by player. Let's run it and let's view it. As you can see now, we have Di Stefano, Spain, 2 Ballon d'Or, Cristiano Ronaldo, Portugal, 5 Ballon d'Or, and so on. By the way, the nationality is the nationality when the player won the Ballon d'Or. For example, if I'm not wrong, Di Stefano is born in Argentina, but when he won the Ballon d'Or, he was playing for Spain. Okay, so let's go back to the analysis. Sorry. So now let's do the same for nation. We are aggregating the data set. We are summing Ballon d'Or because now the column name is called Ballon d'Or by nation. Let's run. Let's rename the columns. Let's reorder. Let's view it. So at the top of this table, we have Germany, Netherlands, and Portugal with 7 Ballon d'Or, followed by Argentina and France. And it's interesting that for Argentina, they are all from Messi. So now we finish to rearrange these data sets. We can plot. Let's use a ggplot for this. Let me enlarge this window. Okay. So the player plot will be stored in this player underscore plot. Let's say we are going to use a ggplot, and we are going to plot a bar plot. Now we can use geom underscore bar or geom underscore call to make bar plot in ggplot. We are going to use here geom underscore call because we want the height of the y-axis to be the number of Ballon d'Or. So let's check this code. Ggplot winners underscore player is the name of the dataset. AES stands for aesthetics. So we are mapping player to the X and Ballon d'Or to the Y. In this player and Ballon d'Or, they belong to this dataset. In this case, we are using reorder player by Ballon d'Or. Okay, so geom underscore call fill equal blue. We are just changing the color. Theme classic, we are controlling for the background. We are setting a different background for the plot. Title, we are setting the title. Lab, xlab, we are setting the label for the y-axis and the x-axis. Theme, okay, this in theme axis.text.x. Basically, I'm changing the angle and the sides of the text of the x-axis. Chord flip, we are flipping the plot. We are flipping the y-axis with the x-axis. So let's run it. Let's view. Okay, we have Lionel Messi at the top of this plot with, as you can see, 6 Ballon d'Or, followed by Cristiano Ronaldo, and so on. But let's focus here on the x-axis. As you can see, what we did is change the orientation of this text. And because I don't like it, we are going to remove the angle equal 90 in the next plot. If you wonder why I set angle equal 90, sorry again, it will be clear in the last plot. So now, theme plot. In this code is very similar to the previous one. I just made a few modifications. First of all, I placed this minus in front of Ballon d'Or. Basically, let's observe this plot here. We have Lionel Messi who has more Ballon d'Or at the top of the plot. By placing this minus, we are reverting the order. This means that in the theme plot, the theme with more Ballon d'Or will be placed at the bottom of the plot. Then, as I said, I removed angle equal 90. And here I add the scale underscore y underscore continuous. Here I'm breaking a sequence from 0 to 12, where 12 is the largest number of Ballon d'Or. Where's that? Here is this 12. And I'm breaking this sequence every 3. So let's view. And as you can see, we have Barcelona at the bottom. And as you can see, now we have the orientation for this text in an appropriate way. And this is the sequence from 0 to 12 every 3. 0, 3, 3, 6, 6, 9, 9, 12. Now, this is just a comment. If we observe this plot, I was quite surprised by Liverpool. You can see Liverpool has just one player who won the Ballon d'Or while playing for Liverpool. And I found this very surprising because Liverpool is a team with a lot of Champions League. So if any Liverpool fan is watching this video, any comment on this is appreciated. So, okay, let's go back to the analysis here. Last plot for nation. Okay, this is basically the same plot as the same code as before. Again, I made some adjustment. So I set again angle equal 90. I removed the minus, and I also removed chord underscore flip. This means that in the next plot we will not have horizontal bars, but we will have vertical bars. So let's run and let's view it. So as you can see here, Portugal, Netherlands, and Germany are the countries with more Ballon d'Or winners. And what is important here is the text. As you can see now, the text is vertically aligned. And issues that if we remove angle equal 90, the text will be aligned horizontally. And this will be a little bit, let me say, messy because the text will overlap, and this will be not clear. So with this plot, we concluded this presentation. I really hope that this is useful. And if you have any comments, feel free to write me in the comment section, and see you in the next video.